Arch, you kind of went viral a little bit earlier this week as you had a little snafu with PayPal. Why don't you tell us about that?
All right, so I'm still not 100% sure exactly what happened with all of that, but I got an email saying that my PayPal account had been closed. And first, I'm thinking, okay, this got to be some kind of like a scam link, right? Because like, oh my god, something happened. Click this link. Like, haha. But then I logged into PayPal and I found the message: we closed your account. Reason given: unusual activity. And then just a link at the bottom leading to the basically terms of service of card companies. Like if you violate the operating standards of our collaborators, then you can't be on PayPal. Why we choose to support some actions and not others? Like, okay, this is fucking weird. So I panic a little bit because everything with censorship had just happened. So I get on Twitter and I ask people to make some noise about this, and people very nicely did do so. I then received an email 2 days later telling me that they'd closed the account in error, but they couldn't tell me when they'd get the account back to me or what the error was exactly. So, okay. I have just gotten it back now, about a week or so later, with them simply just giving it back and handing me $100.
Wait. They gave you $100 for that?
Yeah, they gave me $100 as a weird feeling gesture. Like, hey there, I know we took your PayPal away for a week. Here, have $100.
So I asked you about this. You said, did you at least get the money out first? And you said they were holding about 15 grand of your money.
Yeah,
like $15,000 on PayPal, and they rewarded you for your with $100.
Yep.
Wow, that's good. So how much money do you think you lost out on by not having your PayPal up for that week, through direct donations or any sort of support like that?
Probably more than $100, but it's difficult to say for sure. But like in my case, it's a relatively minor inconvenience, right? Because I have most of my money in the bank. I just keep the money on PayPal to pay artists, basically. That's the transactions I do there. And I only use PayPal to pay artists. But bear in mind here, PayPal is trying to basically become a bank. They've got their own cards. They have their own checking system. They can issue loans. Did you fucking know that? PayPal can give you loans.
Yep.
Whilst under no banking regulations whatsoever, right? And if you were using PayPal like they want you to use PayPal to pay for food or housing or whatever, rent, well, they could just go, well, we don't like the look of your transaction, so we're just going to close your account and you can get your money back in 4 months.
Yep.
You're fucked if that happens.
This is, it's obviously crazy to see that like, as soon as that happened, I pulled pretty much all the PayPal funds that I had in PayPal and transferred them to a bank like immediately. I was like, if this happened to Arch, shit, man, this is going to happen to us pretty quick. And so, yeah, I was proactive as you can be. But we did see this from the White House the other day, where they had an executive order guaranteeing fair banking for all Americans over here. The idea that you can't discriminate based off political leanings or anything like that, to which you thought about maybe potentially moving to America to fix your PayPal issue?
Oh, well, this is and there's a what is it, Bill 401 or something? Because this is just executive order. Yeah. Yes. Bill 401, access to fair banking. Because an executive order, of course, would last until Trump is out of office and the next guy could just gone, right? But this is a important step, along with Bill 401, to make this an actual right. Because you need to have a right to banking now. If you don't have access to electronic banking in the current day and age, what are you going to do? You're screwed. You're not going to be able to make wire transfers. You're not going to be able to pay via card and so on. So you have to have a right as a citizen that no, you will be given access to electronic transference of money. This is just a service now. It's a utility. PayPal doesn't get to randomly say, as they did to Steam just yesterday, mind you, that we've decided not to handle your payments. Fuck you.
Right. Speaking of this right here, yeah, PayPal has notified Valve that they are acquiring banks and are terminating paying for Steam purchases in other currencies except for the euro, Canada, Great Britain, Japanese, Australian, and US right there. So if you are not in those countries and you don't deal in those currencies, you can no longer buy games on Steam, which is a yikes going on right here. You saw that as well. Other people, this is directly from them. It says PayPal use on Steam is currently unavailable in my currency. Why? In early July 2025, PayPal notified Valve they are acquiring bank for payment transactions in certain currencies, was immediately terminating the process of any transactions related to Steam. Anyways, everything what I just said. We hope to offer PayPal as an option for these currencies in the future, but the timeline is uncertain. We are also evaluating adding additional payment methods on Steam for the customers affected by this. In the meantime, please use one of our other current payment methods during checkout. If you can't use any other available options, you can consider using Steam Wallet code to add funds to your account right there. So, yes, the PayPal, payment processor story is a very big story. And you see how quickly this stuff shifts just like that based off of these companies who literally control all the money here. PayPal obviously started by was Elon Musk had his tongs in that, or was it Musk was a part of PayPal? Was that what it was?
Yeah, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, pretty crazy to see. I saw this little meme and this kind of popped off a little bit, but this is from Smash JT and talking about the payment processors and how they're kind of picking and choosing based the games and stuff. And the platform says, if you're so concerned, why don't you stop payments to porn websites and OnlyFans? And you can see them running away. He says, wait, why don't you stop payment for those? So fun little meme. And there's a lot of truth in that. A lot of truth in that.
I think they probably eventually will, but like this is a question of killing it by degrees, right? That's why what they did to Steam right now, where they go, okay, you can only deal in these currencies, which happen to be the largest currencies, right? The mainstream currencies. So it's a little bit at the time. We're just going to separate you from some of these, and then 2 years later they'll go like, oh, we can't take Australian dollars. 2 years later, oh, we can't take Japanese yen, until they've fully debanked Steam. And if as I think, their objection is primarily moral and or political, they will eventually move on to like OnlyFans stuff, because this is a long rolling rock that's going downhill here, where Puritans find something objectionable, then they cancel that, move on to the next thing, and it just keeps going endlessly, because there's always something to be canceled, because that's how they stay relevant, by finding things to cancel.
Your dad said you should hit the subscribe button. Don't disappoint dad.